what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Friends, it is Monday morning and we are headed to speech therapy. Kids had cereal for breakfast, quick and easy. I have a whole lot of house catching up to do after CJ spent 4 days in the hospital. So we are going to do easy today as far as meals. Not afternoon, good morning friends. It is Monday morning. I am at speech therapy with James and Mika. They are almost done. I thought I'd hop on here, say hi, say good morning, kind of chat with you guys for a minute, and then I've got to get inside and see how speech and occupational therapy went today. So very quickly, I want to say thank you to any of you that saw my message on the community tab and took the time to pray for CJ. He had a very scary 4 days. I did film a little bit, but I don't know how much of it I'm going to show you guys. Wednesday morning he woke up and it was about 8:30 and he said he was having trouble breathing. He needed a breathing treatment. He tried to do it and then he said he couldn't inhale the medicine and he started like really heaving for air, and then that made him more scared, which made him do it some more. And I told Mika, I said, lock the doors. I'm going to call Papa to come over here. I'm taking CJ to the emergency room. Got him to the car, got to the emergency room. My father-in-law was already at the house by the time we got to the emergency room. The kids stayed with him there all day. I was at the emergency room with CJ. When we got there, his O2 was 79. They really fought with the oxygen and stuff to get him stable. They got him down to 3 units. The doctor had said she really needed to get him down more. Because, you know, obviously they can't let somebody go if they're not breathing properly. And she said she was going to move him up to their hospital for the night. So she moved him upstairs. He was up there for about an hour. And then he started kind of backtracking. And he went up to 4, 5, 6, and then 7 units of oxygen. And she said, that's, you know, I've got to transfer him out to Children's Baptist because he really needs help. He is not breathing well enough on his own for us to just leave him like this and not transfer him somewhere else. And she said, so it's your choice whether you want to go to OU or Baptist. We have had horrible luck with Baptist or OU. I didn't even know Baptist had a children's hospital wing. So I said, well, I guess we'll go to Baptist. She said, great. I work there. They're fantastic. I work on the children's wing on the weekends. You won't regret taking him there. And I said, okay. Well, so by the time they got the transport set up, CJ left the hospital at 1:45 in the morning on the ambulance. I rushed home. I grabbed a bag, threw some of his like sweatpants and pajama pants and shirts in it, grabbed me some clothes, grabbed my blood pressure pills and stuff, hairbrush, stuff like that, and got back on the road because I didn't know how long we were going to be there. I got there at like 2:30 in the morning. He had just got there maybe 10 minutes before me. They were setting him up in a room. When he got there, the doctor we had at the other hospital was already in contact with them, talked to several doctors, a cardiologist, a pulmonologist, and stuff, had them on standby waiting for him to arrive. They had his room reserved, everything. So we got there, got settled. By the time he got there on the ambulance, he was already up to 22 units of oxygen, which is scary. And he had a very rough night. We didn't sleep at all. Every time he would try to fall asleep, his oxygen monitors would go off. They'd be coming in, like, rubbing him and saying, breathe, breathe. He did breathing treatments every other hour. Lots of steroids, lots of IV meds. And we talked to several doctors there, had several consultations, visits, labs, tests, x-rays. EKGs. It was insane how much stuff they had to do. And essentially, it's down to two things. His white blood cell count was super high, so they're not sure if he caught a bug and on top of it his asthma exacerbated and that shut him down, or if he possibly has eosinophilic asthma, which is scary. But whatever happened, his lungs completely shut down. Friday, out of nowhere, one of the nurses was checking him out, and she said, we can hear air in his lungs for the first time since Wednesday morning. Like, we can hear airflow. And so we don't know why, but he suddenly started breathing much better on his own, and they were slowly able to taper him down on oxygen. When he got down to 2 units, they dropped him to 1, and then from there, he needed more air. They put him back on 2, and then they put him back on 1. He needed more air. They put him back on 2, and then during the night, like about midnight, they dropped him back down to 1, and he was doing fine. Saturday morning, like 4 or 5 in the morning, they dropped him completely off the oxygen, and he could just breathe, and they don't know what changed all of a sudden, but he could breathe. His stats are saying around 95, 96. His blood pressure, his heart rate, everything stabilized, because when we got to the ER, the O2 was 79, his heart rate was 150, 160, his blood pressure was 150 over 100, and it all just kind of stabilized on its own Friday and into Saturday morning. So Saturday afternoon, we finally got to come home. I've not filmed much. It's just been a whole lot of breathing treatments and inhalers and medicines and watching him, and so it has been a little overwhelming, and I just want to be sure he's okay. I'm home from speech with kids. I need to make some calls. I need to call the asthma center. I need to call the cardiologist. I need to call his primary doctor. I've got to get appointments with all of those scheduled for him, among also doing breathing treatments and all of that. So I'm going to get inside. I just kind of wanted to explain things because I know over the last 4 or 5, 6 days, I did not explain very much, just what I could when I could. So yeah, that's kind of how things happened with CJ, and we still don't know exactly the cause, and that's why we have so many follow-up appointments coming. But anyways, I'm going to get inside and get busy because I wanted to get a whole bunch of housework done today. My house looks like a tornado hit it from me being gone for 4 days. So I'm going to work on the house and check on CJ. Yay! Go put it up, okay?
Okay. I don't want a wall. It's gonna be Princess Junior.
Is it?
Princess went missing.
Look at all them babies.
Oh, that big, is that what a big chicken? Honey.
No, yeah, she had some big chicken eggs and Banny eggs.
That one's trying.
According to my meal plan, we were going to do chicken strips and fries for dinner. I could only find the buffalo chicken strips and not the regular in the freezer. So I did the buffalo chicken strips, but I did some honeyed battered chicken tenders. I did seasoned fries. I also found a partial bag of tater tots, so we did those too. And then I boiled some teeny pasta, drained it, and added ragu cheese sauce and also some shredded cheese to that and gave that a stir. So we have some mac and cheese on the side too. So we have a quick and easy dinner, and I used parchment paper so it's easy cleanup. So much for coming along with us today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time with another new video. Bye.